Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 here between ICC and Bevill State. ICC won an exciting walk-off victory 2-1 in the first game of the day. We had outstanding pitching from ICC's Lizzie Meeks, the reigning MACCC and NJCAA Division II softball pitcher of the week. She went the complete game, struck out 8, only walked 1, and only gave up 1 run. ICC getting the walk-off 2-1 victory. We move here to Game 2 between the Indians and the Bears. And Coach Kurt, what did you think about Game 1, and how does that as a coach, how do you see that momentum transferring over to Game 2?
Definitely with that game-winning hit there coming through, winning in the bottom 7th. That's exciting for your Indians going in the dugout with the momentum. The one thing, the hardest thing with coaching 18 to 20-year-olds is you got to get them focused for Game 2. Game 2 is just as important as Game 1. You're trying to go for the sweep now. Bevill State, on the other hand, they're trying to get the split. Hey, Heartbreak Hotel, you pitch her through a great game. She kept you in it 2-1, perfect, no errors, just a gem. Both teams, no errors. That's outstanding. You hardly ever see that. But coming back right here, it all starts in the circle again. Ramsey Montgomery coming in. She's probably the biggest transfer in the state of Mississippi this year, coming in. Outstanding 2025 campaign where she was a NJCAA and an NFCA All-American. She had 25 wins on the season last year with 232 strikeouts.
So Ramsey steps in the circle. She'll face Ainsley Haynes, who was the 9-hole hitter in Game 1. She'll be the leadoff batter here in Game 2 for the Bears. Bear with us as we do not have a lineup from Bevill for this game. We'll be working that for you as we go. At first pitch in the corner for a strike from Ramsey.
Haynes in the first game was 1 for 3 in that 9-hole. Yes, on this year, Ramsey is 4-1 record with 4 complete games. Her 7th appearance, she has a .97 ERA, which is 5th in the state right now.
Swing and a miss on an inside pitch for strike 2. That go back just a second ago. That's a 4 o'clock p.m. Guarantee Bank first pitch.
Ramsey also has 29 innings pitched. She's only got 4 earned runs. She has 46 strikeouts and only 12 walks on the season.
That pitch a little outside. Takes a count 1-2 to Haynes. Haynes went 1 for 3 in the first game. She had a single as well as a ground out and a line out.
Set the tone in the circle right here. Pound the strike zone. Bevill had trouble scoring the first game.
Swings through and misses there. First Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Ramsey Montgomery.
That is her signature pitch right there, that rise ball. It's hard to lay off, and it's got that late break that just gets above the barrel.
This is going to bring up number – can you help me there, Coach? Is that number 13, Sarah Carter, I believe?
It should be Carter. It looks like Carter from the first game.
She batted second in the first game, so we're going to assume this is her again there. Pitch on the outside corner for Montgomery. Catch strike 1.
Yes, Carter, 13.
Carter was 1 for 3 in the first game. She had a pair of strikeouts where Meek erased her, as well as a single. Carter looks at the 0-1 pitch. Pops this one up high. It's going to go up over into the stands. Young man looks at it, but decides not to try.
He made a good business decision, as they say right there. Just let it go. Defensively for the Indians here in Game 2, we do have Fields out in left field, Dawsey in center, Green in right, Shands at third, Porter at short, Duhon at second, Marler at first base, and Lynch behind the plate.
So an 0-2 count on Carter. Montgomery delivers. Outside corner is just off. Carter doesn't chase that one with an 0-2 count. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of the first in Game 2 between ICC and Bevill. We welcome our visitors who are watching in behalf of Bevill today. Carter picks that one up, lifts it out. It's going to go back out over the home dugout, back towards the Dr. Brad Boggs pickleball courts here on the ICC Fulton campus. So the count stays 1-2 to Carter, who should be the third baseman for Bevill. Montgomery delivers. That one up, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was a little bit too high to get her to chase after that one. A little higher than she wanted to release it, but right here, 2-2, get some action going on. Pound that zone again here, Ramsey Montgomery.
Gets her on the outside corner, gets just a piece of it. Good job by Carter to reach out and foul tip that one back toward the net. Keep herself alive here with a 2-ball, 2-count strike.
Great battle to start out the game with a number 2 hole hitter here. Yep, Ramsey comes from right down the road, Manatee, Mississippi.
One of the pair of Manatee players on this team. That one driven foul back over the visitors' dugout. So good battle here. Carter trying to work some pitches on Montgomery after she took Haynes down pretty quick. Count stays 2-2 with 1 out. Montgomery prepares to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Gets that outside corner. This one just a little low, don't you think, Coach? Is that
yeah, we're learning
there?
We got a new umpire behind the plate, so we're learning this strike zone. And, yeah, just a tad low compared to what was called in the first game. But you have to adjust. Both teams will, as long as he's consistent with it when we come to bat. Hey, no coach will see complaining today.
So full count pitch here. She offers at it on the corner, but that one stays low and away. So first walk of the day, 1 walk and 1 strikeout from Montgomery.
Yeah, about the same spot right there, man. That's a tough pitch to sit and take. This could be 35 coming up to bat.
It's going to be Isabella Billings, the shortstop for the Bears.
Isabella was 0 for 3 in the first game. Played an awesome shortstop, though.
She looks at a first pitch, right in there for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the first. A runner on first for Bevill. That's Carter standing at first base. Montgomery delivers again. This one's picked up, driven out to left. That one's going to go pretty far.
Wind's not going to touch that one.
Unfortunately, that one's going to go out and over, and that's going to give Bevill a 2-0 lead here early in the game.
Yeah, that's where that walk comes back to hurt you right there. The wind has died down a little bit. You see that flag is not standing at attention like it was, and she hit it right down the line, which got away from the wind a little bit. And, I mean, hey, power, like we said, both these teams come in offense. If this wind does lay down, this could be a totally different game offensively. We found a way to win a low-scoring game, and offensively, you know, we broke our streak. We didn't hit a home run that game. We've hit a home run every game.
Excellent point.
We've hit 2 home runs in every game but 1 so far this year. So that was great to see us pull that out. But, hey, 2 runs shouldn't beat you. If you're going to get down, you won't get down early. You got all of your at-bats. You still got 21 outs to play with offensive. So right here we have the sister coming up will be Abigail. Yes. We expect her to be playing probably second base again. You're exactly right, Michael.
Abigail went 0 for 3 in the first game. She did reach on a fielder's choice, stole second, and scored the lone run for the Bears. She looks at a 1-1 count here against Montgomery.
Montgomery does not give up a lot of home runs, so she's got to adjust. You know, she's only giving up .97 ERA, so that's less than a run a game. So mentally, focus, get back in there, hold them right where they're at, find a way to adjust. That's why we say show up at the ballpark. You're never going to see the same thing. Every game is totally different of what you're going to see, you know. Absolutely.
You're going to see some amazing plays. You're going to see something you haven't seen before. That ball was a little far out. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Billings. That one also away. So Montgomery trying to work back into finding her location there on the outside corner. She's now behind the batter 3-1 with 1 out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, dangerous hitter, but she's going to have to go in there and challenge her and not have any freebies.
Foul. Gets Billings to foul that one back into the net. Runs the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the first. The visiting Bevill Bears leading 2-0 already here in Game 2 this afternoon. ICC winning the first game 2-1 in a walk-off fashion.
Ramsey leading the state in strikeouts with 46, so we know she can get it honed in. She can start racking up strikeouts really quick here.
Contact there by Billings to foul that one off and stay alive. Drives it back toward the basketball courts here.
One thing you want with you know, coming off that emotional win is you got dugout's got to stay up, defense got to stay up. You got to be ready to play that first inning. It's so vital in Game 2. Who can win the first inning a lot of times has the advantage for Game 2.
Full count pitch, pick up, driven out to right. It's going to be in foul territory,
Great play.
A great play by Morgan Green, who's checked in to play this second game in right field. She gets over and catches Billingsley out in foul territory for the second out of the inning.
She covered a lot of ground. She caught that one step from the fence, and, that wind was still pushing a little bit. That wind's playing with it. This will be number 4.
Lily Townsend, she is the first baseman in game 1.
She was 1 for 2 with a walk in game 1 today. Got a base hit and an RBI her last at bat. She was there, drove in the only run for them.
Montgomery throws, still trying to work the outside against these right-handed batters. That one stays a little high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That one looks the better location to me. Umpire disagrees. So now we go to two balls and no strikes against Townsend, the 5-hole hitter.
What do you think he's disagreeing with you for, Michael?
Because he's right behind the plate, and I'm sitting up here at an angle that's not as good as his. That one fouled back straight into the net.
I didn't know if it's something personal. He didn't like you or something, or he didn't donate money to the college, or he just cut us off or something. No, I'm just kidding with you.
He may be talking to Jim Ingram too much.
Hey, umpires are human too, but yes, he does have the best seat in the house. We just speculate when we're about 50 feet up in the air above him here.
So 2-1 pitch. Fouls that one back into the net as well, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here top of the first.
Townsend's seen the ball well, though. She's had some battles all day long. She's seen a lot of pitches in all of her at-bats.
Yeah, she scored the only run of the game with an RBI single for Bevill in game 1. That one in the outside corner gets her strike 3. So a second Renaissance Bank strikeout for Ramsey Montgomery. However, a walk and a well-placed drive to left gives Bevill a 2-0 lead early here. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the first. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the first inning here in Game 2. Bevill jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead, but ICC looking to cut into that quickly. We have Abigail Billings, who played second base in Game 1, on the mound, or in the circle, for Bevill, and she delivers strike 1 to Victoria Fields, the left fielder for ICC.
Abigail comes in with a 2.33 ERA. She's got 2 wins, no losses. She does have a complete game in 9 innings. She's given up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned of those, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts.
There's a shot, but foul for Fields.
Fields was our Samstown Market player, or star of the game, Game 1. She was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. She drove in both runs for your Indians in that 2-1 victory, Game 1.
So an 0-2 count to your leadoff batter, Fields. Billingsley looks to deliver. Fouls that one back right at the visitors. They are grateful for that new netting system we got a couple years ago, or someone would have been with a severe headache there. So the count stays 0-2.
Yeah, they call it softball, but there's nothing soft about that ball.
Fields gets under this one, chops it foul into the visitor dugout as it slices away from Guy, who played right field in the first game. She is in left now. She gives chase, but not going to be able to get to one in the dugout. So count remains 0-2. Fields having a good at bat, trying to put as many pitches and see as many pitches on the new pitcher here as possible. That one low in the dirt. Good block up by number 28, Richardson, who was the DP in the first game. She's catching now. Good job of blocking that one up.
She sure did. Fields trying any way she can to get on base. Just keep battling, see a lot of pitches, get some information to take back to the dugout to tell her teammates about future at-bats.
1-2. She gets hold of this one. Trips over. Guy's running back. It's over her head, and then she trips. It's going to allow Fields to carry easy to second. She's going to make the turn for third. Throw's going to come in, but it's not going to be in time. That is a stand-up triple leadoff for ICC from Victoria Fields.
She stayed through that ball. That's opposite field. Staying on it, driving over the left fielder. That little bit of wind, that ball was headed to the gap, and the left fielder took off Guy to get the ball, and it kind of tailed back to her and got over her head and fell in for the leadoff triple. And you got to know that you're going to make it to third base, no out. So awesome job for us to have a score early here for the Indians.
Brings up Grayson Snell. She enters game 2 as the third baseman. She slaps this one straight out to center field. Center field gets under it. There will be a tag at third. Fields will get in easily. So there is a ICC Wesley Foundation sac fly from Grayson Snell to allow ICC to cut the lead from 2-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Great situation, hitting there by Snell. First pitch got it up, and she lifted outfield, and that's exactly what you want. Now you got Maddie Porter coming up, trying to get a rally. Started with one out with nobody on base.
So ICC now down only 2-1. First pitch to Porter is strike on the outside corner.
Indians answer back quickly. That's exactly what you want to see out of your offense. Come back and give you a chance to get back in the game. Like we said, if you're going to get down early so you got plenty of outs to play with throughout the rest of the game.
This one, contact. The shortstop bobbles up. Billingsley comes up, throws, but she's not going to get in time. So that's going to be an infield hit and the teams are not watching, so she takes off and goes to second. Porter steals second with no one looking. The pitcher was – now he's going to send her back. I think he's going to say the pitcher was safely – nope.
No.
They're just taking off the
the pitcher got in a circle, but what Porter did is she ran through the base and she walked back to first base. She never actually got back to first base, so she's still a live runner. They've got to defend her and took the base. Yeah, that was a bad hop ground ball right there. We saw flawless defense, no errors by either team in game one. That ball kind of jumped up on Billings there.
So Marlar going. Billingsley picks it up, throws to first. So that's going to be a 6-3 put out of Marlar for the second out of the inning for ICC.
That was a nice play, moving your feet right there, Billings on the ground ball, hit right back at her.
Next up for ICC will be Kaylin Lynch. She came into the last game as a pinch batter.
Yes, and she's the one that got it started there in the seventh inning with 1-for-1 with that single.
That pitch low and in the dirt. Richardson blocks that up and keeps Porter at second base.
That gives her the opportunity to bat in the 5-hole here. When you come off the bench and get the rally started, leading off the seventh with end up being the game-winning run, getting the hit to get on base, that gets you more opportunities with the coach.
Absolutely. She makes contact, dribbles it up. Pitcher goes to her right. She's going to have to hard get there, and she does. So the 1-3 ground out gives ICC the third out of the inning.
Most times that would have been I said that's a tough play, but I forgot she played second base in the first game. And she makes some excellent plays. That's an infielder pitching, so that most pitchers don't make that play. Great job
Absolutely.
there.
ICC is able to get one run on two hits there and cut the lead 2-1. We'll take a quick break and come back at the top of the second. Welcome back to the top of the second. ICC trails the visiting Bevill Bears 2-1. This second inning brought to you by Banco Colonna. This is Kennedy Richardson, the catcher in this game. She'll step in to be the leadoff batter, and she looks at ball one.
Yes, and go back into the dugout there, and Ramsey got one run. Her teammates, cut the lead in half. She needs to come out here in second inning and pound that strike zone. Here getting towards the bottom of the lineup for the Bears.
It's the 1-0 pitch from Montgomery. Swing and a miss, like you said, trying to work there. Gets her to chase one on the outside. So evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I do see we have a little action headed down towards the bullpen. That's just precautionary measures. Just Montgomery, like I said, she's leading the state in several statistics, but just might not be her day. But we know she's going to fight and keep our Indians in the game.
That outside pitch is too low. Rolls across for ball 2. So 2-1 count here to the leadoff batter in the top of the second. That one drifts high. 3 balls and a strike.
She's just a little bit off right now. She's got to settle down and get to her pitch. She'll get in a groove.
Richardson looks in. The pitch. Swings and a miss on that one. So evens the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's that good-looking rise ball. It's there. It's 3-1 hitters count, and all of a sudden it explodes up on you. Good crowd out here at the ballpark.
Yeah, on a beautiful day. Full count pitch into that corner. That's that spot you've been looking for, Coach.
That's exactly right. She went up with the rise ball, then away with that curveball, and set her up perfectly for the call, 3rd strike.
Catchers are looking for her 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, and Coach Owens will come out to have a word with her. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Welcome back to action as Coach Owens returns to the dugout after having a conversation with Montgomery. This is going to bring up, I believe, Filler playing first base in this game. She was the pitcher in game 1. She swings and misses out a off-speed pitch on the outside.
She was over 3 in game 1, had a hard time against Meeks like most of the Bears hitters did. It was a pitcher's game both ways. She was excellent, like you said, in the circle. But Coach Owens trying to get Ramsey settled down, right back in there. There it is, another nasty curveball on the outside.
Yeah, it's giving her that off-speed movement there. Gets her to swing through that one. Quickly behind 0-2. And good to see Montgomery back in attacking a batter. Can't get her to chase one there, but that's all right. Good spot to miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Top of the second. Visiting Bevill Bears leading 2-1 over your ICC Indians. 2-1 pitch. Gets swing and a miss on the outside. Got her to strike out. Her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, and just really confused Filler with those outside pitches.
She sure did, and that's what you want. Your team, like I said, cut back into it, and she battled. She got down 3-1, that leadoff hitter, and came back, got her, and then she went right at Filler. This is going to be number 3, Pike, I believe.
And there's a strike on the outside to Pike. Pike was the the left fielder and the designated player in the flex position in game 1. So this is the first time we've seen her at the plate today. She takes ball 1 on the outside there, evens the count 1-all.
Yep, she's at second. Do you say she's at second base this game? I believe we saw. It was hard to see her number out there. My eyes getting a little older as I got my 50s here, Michael.
Well, those front numbers are a little smaller. The back numbers are easier to read. Makes contact, drives it out to second. Duhan gloves, throws it to Marler, who stretches it first for the 3rd out of the inning. And so after giving up the 2-run homer in the first, Montgomery comes back in, works 1, 2, 3, and gets ICC back to the plate. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 2nd inning. Welcome back to action here. Bottom of the second inning. ICC down 2-1 to the visiting Bevill Bears. Coach Owens was having a conversation with the home plate umpire. We're not 100% sure what they were discussing, but we'll see if there's any changes made. This is going to bring up Ella Duhan, your second baseman, to be the leadoff batter here in the second inning for ICC.
They could have been talking about Little Caesars Pizza.
Could have been,
Anything
or
like that.
Maybe they were talking about an ice cold Coca-Cola from our friends at Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Duhan takes strike one.
I know what they're talking about. I'll let you know after this pitch.
I see it too. There's one that floats and drops, evens the count 1-1. I believe it's a defensive switch.
Yes, Guy went to right field.
So now we have Guy in right field for
Malone is they switch right and left. I believe that is 8 out there. I need some binoculars. So Guy went to right. Malone went to the. Oh, great job attacking the ball.
Thank you. Duhan locks that one right in there in front of Billings. He scoops that up, fires it over for the 6-3 put out of Duhan.
That's about the only chance you got. Attack that ball, and she went and got it on one hop, made an easy play right there. But, yes, Guy and Malone switched positions.
So this will bring Taylor Shands, your designated player in Game 2, to the plate. She was in third base in Game 1.
And some people are saying, well, why is that a big deal? Well, if you do not tell it to the umpire and the umpire does not let the other team know and then fly ball out to right field, start the inning, you can say she's not in her position she's supposed to, and it will not count. She'll get to come back and bat again. Illegal substitution of defensive player.
It's the 1-0 pitch. Shands fires it right back at Billings. She picks it up, gloves it, throws it to first for a 1-3 put out. ICC first two batters go down quickly.
One thing she's doing, she's defending that circle. We've already seen 2 nice plays. She ended that first inning with a great play. It was tough, and she just fielded that ball like it was not anything. That's an infielder that's pitching for sure.
So up to the plate comes Morgan Green. She's in to play right field in this game. We've already seen her make a great play in foul territory.
Green did not bat in the first game.
She did pinch run. Takes strike one that the home crowd is very in disagreement with.
She's batting .333 on the season, 3 for 9. She does have a triple. She's got 6 for 6 stolen bases.
So an 0-1 pitch to Green. That one inside, but catches the corner to the home umpire. So Green finds herself down 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Got a battle.
The 0-2 pitch. Outside, a little low, I believe, for the umpire's liking. So count goes to 1-2.
Looks like we have number 15, Elaney Wheeler, down there warming up just a little bit in the bullpen. Just, getting some work in, being ready if she's called upon.
That 1-2 pitch high and outside evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Morgan Green. ICC trailing here 2-1 in the bottom of the second. Looking to spark some 2-out magic and keep this inning going.
Hearing that dugout wake up now. A lot of cheering going on.
Green makes contact. Drives that one into the left side foul fence.
She's battling. That's what you want. Like we said, seeing as many pitches as you can through this first time through the lineup. She's trying to get it to Dossie, the number 9 hitter for us.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Green offers it that one, does not.
He
does call it. So called third strike there, and ICC goes down quickly 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We'll take a break and come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the third inning here in Game 2. ICC trails the visiting Bevill Bears 2-1. This third inning brought to you by the ICC BSU.
Ramsey Montgomery in the circle again for your Indians. Had a nice second inning coming back after giving up 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Billingsley in the top of the first inning.
She'll face A.G. Malone here, the left fielder. She fouls that one back.
Malone in the first game did not bat.
She did not. I don't believe she entered the game anywhere from my notes. So this is her first appearance today. She faces a 1-1 count here from Montgomery. That pitch on the outside is a little high. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Malone comes in hitting .286 on the season with a couple of hits. Getting some valuable experience in this pre-conference play before both teams get into conference play.
That one into the corner that Montgomery's looking for. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Montgomery checks her wristband. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. Swing, drives it to third. Snell picks it up, gloves, throws over to Marlar for a nice 5-3 put out of Malone.
That was an excellent play. She stayed down, stayed through that ball. Just what you want to see an infielder do.
So now that flips the lineup, goes back to the top, and this is going to be Ainsley Haynes, center fielder. She struck out to lead off the game in the first inning and was the first Renaissance Bank strikeout victim of the day for Ramsey Montgomery. Montgomery wanting that corner, but just misses it there. So 1 ball and no strikes, 1 out here to Haynes, the center fielder for Bevill. She makes contacts here, floats that one right to Duhan at second base. So a line out to second, gets the second out of the inning for Bevill.
This is where Bevill got going in the first inning with a walk. Carter had a great at-bat battle, drew the walk in front of the 2-run homer from Isabella Billingsley.
Absolutely. So Montgomery's going to be sure to try to attack her in a different way here. Pitches that corner, gets it there for the strike. Gets ahead early, strike 1.
Sun's out, but I see the lights coming on here, and the lights over at the Roy Crescent Field for baseball taking on Lincoln Land today. Or no,
right,
Lakeland.
Lakeland, those ducks that come here every year. All right, contact there, fouls that one back into the netting. So quickly 0-2 on Carter.
You have Illinois Central College, you have Lakeland, you got Kirkwood, you got Lincoln Land. All those come down that don't get outside to play softball and baseball, and you see them go through the MACCC, several schools each year, getting some games in early down south.
The 0-2 pitch on the outside corner, but high. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Top of the second. Montgomery trying to work a 1-2-3 inning for the second inning in a row here and put away the visiting Bevill Bears here in the third. Gets her a swing and a miss. Gets her fifth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Does work the 1-2-3 inning, gives ICC the chance to come back to the plate and try to tie this up. We'll take a break and come right back. Welcome back to Action Indian fans and our visiting watchers who are here in support of Bevill State. We move to the bottom of the third. Bevill up 2-1. Another close, exciting game like we had in game one. ICC was able to win that one in walk-off fashion, 2-1. ICC with the 9-1-2 batters coming to bat here in the bottom of the third. This is going to be Alana Dawsey, your center fielder.
Dawsey was 1 for 2.
She chops one up there. Game. Shortstop ranges far to her left, but just can't get it. Can't get that cleanly, so that's going to be an E6, allowing Dawsey on base.
Yes, that's all you want your number 9 here to do. Put that ball in play, put pressure on. Didn't see any errors in that first game, but we've got an error now. So that opens the door for the top of the lineup coming up.
Brings up Victoria Fields. She's been hot all day. 2 RBI singles in game one and a leadoff triple in this game when she later scored. She slaps this one. Oh, third baseman reaches up and just snags it out of the air and is able to double up Dawsey.
Just a little bad luck there for the Indians. You had the runner. You had a little hit-and-run action going on. Dawsey was stealing, so there's no coming back. Her only hope is that she drops the ball because she knows she's doubled up. Unless they drop it or she throws it away, there's no way we're not getting out with 2 outs. So big play for the Bears. Yes,
gets that leadoff runner and gets you to 2 outs. Brings up Grayson Snell, third baseman. She's going to deliver one right up the middle. The center fielder gets a 2-out single. Gives ICC a chance to keep moving in this third inning.
It's a big third hit for the Indians.
Bringing up Maddie Porter. She singled and later stole second base in the first inning. Actually stole it right away as she just kind of a continuation of play there as she moved on to second. So she'll look to try to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians and try to tie things up. She sees the first ball up high. Lets that go for ball 1.
Looking for a couple of those golden 2-out hits right here for your Indians as you got your 3 and 4 hitters coming to the plate for the second time through, getting to see Billings pitch.
So a 1-0 count to Porter with 2 outs and runner on first. That one right down the middle. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Talked about the Indians having a lot of extra base hits. They're looking for that Metro Ford and Tupelo extra base hit right here. We need a ball, get to the gap, get to the fence because we know Snell can score all the way from first base on something to the wall.
That floating looper for a ball. Felt like it took about 3 minutes to get to the plate there, Coach.
That thing had a parachute on it, didn't it? It was just kind of floating around, almost like a butterfly coming on in there. Definitely a big change of speed coming from Billings.
So 2-1 count. That one outside and away pushes it to 3-1. Porter ahead now, 3-1 with 2 outs. Runner on first. Looking to spark a rally here and tie up this game early on.
3-1 count. Can't put the runner in motion because it could be a good pitch to hit or bar 4.
That one right back in there over the inside corner as it moves across. Goes to a full count. So now we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first for ICC. Bottom of the third, trailing 1-2 behind Bevill State.
Snell would definitely be off with a pitch here with a full count and 2 outs. So Maddie hit something in the gap. She'll score.
Makes contact. Dribbler. Shortstop comes up. Fires across for the 6-3 putout of Porter. So ICC gets a couple base runners, but nothing doing. After 3, Bevill leads 2-1. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the fourth inning here. Bevill State leading ICC 2-1. This fourth inning brought to you by our friends at Sam's Town Market in Mantachie. That pitch from Montgomery, a strike into Isabella Billings, the shortstop. She had that big 2-run home run the first inning. That's the difference in the score so far.
Yep, she's the difference in the game so far, Michael. Ramsey's got to make a good pitch, get a good hitter out right here. She has shown all day today she can swing the bat, leading them in most offensive categories, as she should, batting in the 3-hole for them.
That pitch low and away. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike to Billings. Back to the outside corner, still a little off. Can't quite catch that like she's wanting to, as often as Meeks did in game 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here to the leadoff batter in the fourth inning for Bevill.
Yeah, that's close to the same pitch she struck a couple out last inning on.
Swing and a miss there. Even the count up at 2-all. Gets her to chase one moving on the outside corner.
Look at the winds picking up again from the scoreboard, coming in from left field.
Needed it blowing in full earlier. Didn't happen. But 2-2 pitch. Makes contact. Lift this one up. Duhan's going to run over to foul territory and erase Billings with a foul out in right field territory.
Yes, nice play by Duhan covering that area. That is her. You have a little triangle there with your first baseman, your second baseman, right field, and there's too far for Green to get there from right field. That's second baseman's ball all the time. You just got to feel for that track as you're getting close to it so you don't run into the fence.
So now Abigail Billings, your pitcher in this game, comes to the plate. She fouled out to right field in her first plate appearance in the first inning. Great effort by Green, making the effort to get out there in the foul territory and catch Abigail out. She takes the first pitch from Ramsey for ball 1. That one a little low on the corner for the umpire, so now 2-0 count to the opposing pitcher. Pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here. See what Montgomery can come back with. Makes her pop this one up. Shortstop Porter calls it and gets under it easily. So pop out for the second out of the inning, and ICC has erased the first 2 batters here in the fourth.
Yeah, Ramsey has not been as sharp as we've seen her other times, but, man, she's still throwing well. She gave up the 1 hit. She gave up a walk, the only walk of the game she's given up, and then a home run right after that. And that's the only hit that Bevill has so far through 3 2/3 in the game.
She faces Townsend now, who's the DP in this game. She fouls one back into the net for strike 1. Townsend was the second Renaissance Bank strikeout victim of the day for Ramsey to end the first inning. Swing and a miss on the outside corner there. So Montgomery's ahead quickly, 0-2 on Townsend.
Nasty curveball there by Ramsey Montgomery. That ball it was in the middle of the plate when she started swinging, and the next thing it's off the outside part.
The 0-2 pitch in the corner, but not called. So we go to 1-2 with 2 outs here. Top of the fourth inning. Bevill State leading ICC 2-1.
That's a tough one to take. She throws it again there. Townsend's trying to battle at the plate.
The 1-2 pitch, swings, makes contact, floats. Duhan reaches out off of her glove as she ranges back. So that's going to be a hit, as Duhan had to go way out into the grass area to try to catch that one. So a 2-out single for Townsend.
That'll be their second hit of the day after the 2-run home run. Yeah, that ball, she wasn't able to get her eyes. She just had to reach up over her head trying to catch it. So you're going to have your flex come in right here.
This is Guy
for the DP.
You're right. Guy playing in right field is the flex in this game, and she will pinch run for Townsend. So 2 outs.
Guy was the leadoff hitter in the first game for the Bears. So you can substitute the flex, and the DP can go back and forth as many times as you can as far as defense, offense, and stuff. They can in that one spot.
So this brings Richardson, the catcher, to the plate. She was a strikeout victim to lead off the second inning. So she'll try to spark a 2-out rally and drive a run in for her Bears. First pitch in for a strike on the corner. 0-1.
Good job at Montgomery coming right back in there, filling up the zone. Look to see Guy maybe in motion right here at first base. Get our fielders moving around.
Marler playing in, swing and a miss. Actually foul tips that one a little bit there. So Richardson behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on first. Top of the 4th here for Bevill as they're trying to add to their 2-1 lead over ICC here in Game 2. The 1-2 pitch.
There she goes.
Throw is in. Porter. And they're going to say she slid under.
Yep, she was in there. Throw is a little bit high. Ball was kind of down for Lynch fielding that ball. She had to throw it from her knees. The ball took off on her a little bit. But good jump there by Guy. Now she's in scoring position, even still with a 2-strike count. Infield's got to make sure nothing gets through to the grass if it's hit on the dirt.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A runner on second with 2 outs. Pitch is delivered. Fouls that one right back into the net here in front of us. So the count stays 1-2.
If that ball is up about 6 more inches, this might be coming into the ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth that we're sitting in here, Michael.
That's right.
Do you have it? Did you have it?
Yeah,
you had a beat on it?
Always.
I'm glad you did.
So we stay at 1-2. Pitch is low. Runners, they throw down. The runner took off, but got back to second easily in Guy.
Good job by Guy. She's reading a dirt ball there, but do not make the third out at third base. And when she saw that Lynch fielded it cleanly, she threw on the brakes to get back.
The 2-2 pitch. Up and away. Should push that on my count to 3-2. Yeah, it is. So now full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. Bevill trying to spark a 2-out rally and add to their lead here. ICC looking to shut them down. The pitch makes contact, floated out to center field, and gets underneath that one, and a good job by Dossie to put that away. ICC erases the threat and sends Bevill back to their dugout. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 4th. ICC trailing Bevill State 2-1 here in the second game of the day. This is going to be A.B. Marler, your first baseman, coming to bat.
Yep, Indians just got to get within themselves right here. Abigail Billings, she's mixing speed. She's changing up, and she's defending that circle. We just got to get base runners, keep putting the heat on like we did game 1. It's not been an offensive explosion day for either team, but just got to keep grinding. It's just kind of a grinder day. When the wind's blowing in, it can get in your head as a hitter a little bit, knowing it's going to be hard to hit one out. It's a tough ball. Watch it spin. All right. I'm going to stop saying it because I keep forgetting the starting second baseman's in the circle. That ball was, did you see it wiggling? It was going back and forth, signaling. I mean, it was, and she backhanded it like it was nothing, piece of cake. That ball usually eats up pitchers.
That is a 1-3 put out of Marler to lead off the 4th. Brings Kaylin Lynch, the catcher. She grounded out that same way in her first plate appearance to end the first inning. She swings and misses on the first pitch.
We have seen some pitching gems today, I'm tell you that. These hitters, these pitchers, these 4 pitchers we've seen so far, they're the ones put you in the funk for about a week if you don't watch out.
We just looked at the stats this morning. We knew it was going to be a battle for both offenses. Sub-2 ERAs for both teams. 4 starting pitchers with sub-1 ERAs or 1.3 ERAs or lower. So
That's
you knew
right.
what you were getting coming in today, and all these 4 pitchers have delivered. So a 1-1 count here to Lynch. Billings gets her pitch, delivers. That floats, and Lynch got a little piece of it. Didn't embarrass herself with that one, but that was another of those floaters like we saw earlier that takes 3 minutes to get to the plate.
I'm going to say, she's shown it that one time, and we took it, and then everybody in the dugout sitting there going, all right, if I see it and it's up, you can hit that thing. If it's down, you better not. You'll beat it straight in the ground. But she was trying to get one up to maybe hit a big fly or a hard line drive double somewhere.
1-2 pitch, outside and away. Even to count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just a reminder again that our women's basketball team will be taking on Mississippi Delta starting at 5:30 tonight on the
No.
Let's Go ICC TV Red channel. We're on the blue channel. Baseball's on the gray channel. There we go.
Shot it in the hole past the first baseman. And so Lynch gets a 1-out single, gives ICC a chance here to move some folks around and try to tie this up in the bottom of the 4th.
Great job. Hey, she's had some good at-bats. She's got that hit to get us started in the bottom of the 7th inning and ended up being the winning run for us. So maybe that's a starter for your Indians.
This brings up Duhan, your second baseman. She grounded out 6-3 in her first plate appearance to lead off the 2nd inning.
That's the 4th hit for the Indians, and holding the Bears just down to 2 so far.
That pitch in, but off the corner of the plate. So Duhan ahead, 1-0 here, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, ICC behind 2-1.
Got a veteran hitter at the plate. Coach Owens trusts that, can do a few things here with a runner. Maybe move them, hit and run and hit.
That one in there, more on the corner.
Maybe sit back, see what happens. You just never know, but it does have the options to always make the defense have to be on their toes.
1-1 count with 1 out. Runner on first here. Bottom of the 4th for ICC. Trying to tie this game back up at 2-all. That's a shot into right field. Guy comes up firing, but Lynch easily over to second. So a pair or back-to-back singles for ICC with only 1 out has them in business.
That's a great job. Both of those hitters of staying on that curveball and letting it get deep in towards the catcher and hitting it towards right field, not pulling off of it or rolling over it to the left side. So now, yes, Indians got something cooking.
With 1 out, Taylor Shands, your designated player in this game, comes to the plate. 0 for 1 so far in this game. She looks 1 up, holds off. 1 ball and no strikes.
Like seeing these Indians get these aggressive leads out here at first and second, making those infielders move away. They're having to move. You try to get them out of position, just get them thinking about you more than this hard hit ground ball Taylor's about to hit through with someone for our Indians.
1-0 pitch, up high again, 2-0. So could be that these runners on the bases have Billings just off her game just a little. Maybe she'll make a type of mistake that might allow Shands to make a connection. Now Coach Owens is going to talk to the home plate umpire. We possibly bringing in a pinch runner here. We are.
He is, and we've got some action going on in the Bears bullpen. Looks like it's number 5, Lane Stewart, starting to just now toeing the rubber just to start warming up a little bit for
Looks
the Bears.
like we're sending number 27, Skylar Partlow, in to pinch run for Lynch at second. So
Skylar played in the first game for the Indians, so a little bit more speed. Coach knows the lineup. He knows who can run, and it's a big part of the game right now in the bottom of the 4th.
At 2-0 pitch, way high again, so Shands hasn't seen anything to even try to work with so far. 3 balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second for ICC with only 1 out, so great opportunity here to tie this game back up or maybe even take a lead here.
Got Morgan Green on deck for your Indians.
3-0 pitch. Taken all the way.
It's down.
Ball 4. Bases full of Indians.
I believe that's the first walk I
Yeah,
have
it
down
is.
for Abigail Billings. She has thrown really well. She's given up 6 hits, and that is the first base on balls. Looks like the coach is going to come out. They're going to have a meeting and circle as the bases will be loaded for your Indians.
We'll take a break here and come right back. Welcome back. Morgan Green steps to the plate. 1 out, bases full of Indians. ICC looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the 4th. She makes contact on the first pitch. Billings picks it up, throws it home, and gets the lead runner. So Partlow is thrown out at home. Fielder's choice, 1-2 from Green.
I'm telling you what, Billings in the circle has just been smooth, fielding those ground balls, just the same as she was playing second base in game 1, man. She made that play look really easy right there. So it's going to take one of those golden hits right here with 2 outs, bases loaded for Dawsey for your Indians.
Dawsey, the center fielder, reached on an error earlier with 2 outs and bases loaded. Let's see what she can do. She swings on the first pitch. This one may drop in. It drops, and it's called fair.
Foul.
Oh, just foul.
It's just foul. Maybe a foot foul. I mean,
from my vantage point, I thought it hit the line. I got ahead of the umpire, and I apologize.
Yeah. See, I watched him throw up his hands, and Coach Owen saw it. It was probably about a foot, but it was super. I mean, it's as close as you can get.
Had that one landed fair, that's at least 1, probably 2 for sure.
He's going to push the issue to try to get 2. So Dawsey's got to still stay in there, find some grass somewhere. She just got to get it to the outfield grass safely.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases full of Indians. Dawsey contacts again, runs up to the second baseman. She gloves, throws to first. First baseman holds on. ICC is unable to capitalize on the 1-out bases loaded opportunity. They continue to trail 2-1 as we move to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 5th inning here in Game 2. Bevill State continues to lead your Indians 2-1. This 5th inning brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Pillar bunts, hits herself.
Out of the batter's box. She's going to be out. And that's going to be to the closest fielder who will be your catcher. So it'll be a 2 unassisted.
2 unassisted on the out of the batter's box.
Yep.
Thank you for helping me there, Coach.
Yep. If she stays in those, and that coach is just going to ask for a second, if she stays, any part of her body is still in that batter's box when that ball hits her, it's a foul ball. But once anything, she steps out, bam, and it hits her.
She ran into her bunt, basically.
Yep, she ran into her bunt. What you see, it does happen. If you bunt with a foot out of the batter's box, they can call you out. Right there, it just popped up. Instead of it staying and getting far enough out in front of her, it stayed. He's going to get him to appeal, and this is what the good umpires do. They go talk about it, but he had the call right here, and I'm sure that's what.
Yeah, we got to give a lot of credit.
It's going to say that there's nothing you can change on that.
A lot of credit to these 2 umpires today. They've worked very consistently, worked very clean. No complaints, I don't think. Big complaints from either coach, and we appreciate them being here with us today. He confirms the call of out. So that's the first out of the inning for Bevill here in the 5th, and that was Filler, your first baseman, out 2 unassisted. This will bring Peyton Pike, the second baseman, up to bat. She grounded out to second base to end the 2nd inning. Montgomery delivers. In for a strike. The fastball there. Gets an 0-1 count with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Remember, our Indians will be back in action tomorrow at Jackson State Community College in Jackson, Tennessee, with a doubleheader starting at 12 o'clock noon.
Early start.
Pike
makes contact, fouls that one back out to the right side toward the basketball court.
Sometimes the Green Jays broadcast, sometimes they don't. Just check all Let's Go ICC social media and .com, the website, and it will have updates. Also, our next home game will be Sunday against Pellissippi State Community College, a 1 and 3 o'clock doubleheader here at.
Pike chops that one back up to Montgomery. She bobbles it and not able to get it there in time. So that's going to be an E1 there on the short roller back toward Montgomery. Allows a base runner here in the top of the 5th.
Those plays we've seen the Bears make smooth. That one didn't look as smooth. It just bounced. It's that hard bounce. Just not a smooth, true 1-2. Just bounced off her glove, and by the time these bases too short and Pike's too fast to get her out.
So the left fielder Malone comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 in this game. She grounded out to third base earlier. She shows bunt. Takes a strike. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. You've got Peyton Pike down at first base. Bevill leading 2-1, looking to add to their lead here in the top of the 5th inning in Game 2 here in Fulton, Mississippi. Shows bunt again, but pulls back in time for that ball that's up. So evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
As I was saying, that we have a home game doubleheader here Sunday. We also turn around on Monday, have Columbia State coming in at 2 or 4 o'clock. So back-to-back days, your Indians will be in action here on the ICC campus.
There's another bunt laid down cleaner this time. The catcher picks it up, throws her out. So a fielder's choice, 2-3 put out of Malone.
That was a great job there by Lynch, jumping out of her stance back there as a catcher, and she cleared. The runner was kind of on the line, maybe inside the line like we see some runners do, but she cleared and got inside of it really good to make that strong throw down there to Marler. Good job by Lynch.
I mistakenly said fielder's choice. I meant sack bunt.
Yes, and that sack bunt is brought to you by?
That is brought to us by our friends at the ICC BSU.
Yes,
they're right across the street from the college, and they meet every Monday at 7:07. They'd love to have you come out and join them if you were able to. This is going to bring up
pinch hitter
Hughley, who caught Game 1 and batted quite a bit, so she should be stepping in here for Haynes, who was in center field. And we'll see how that shakes out.
Yes, big bat. And she batted like in the 6th or 7th hole for them in Game 1. So they're looking to get that insurance run right here for the Bears.
Takes one up for ball 1. Yes, looking to get one of those Itawamba County State Farm insurance agent Brandon Poland insurance run. Brandon there on South Adams Street, the red door. You can't miss him. He takes care of me, and I know he can take care of you too if you have some insurance needs. So 1-0 count to Hughley. She swings and misses. Big swing on the outside there. So evens that count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The runner on second. Bevill is up 2-1 here in the top of the 5th, looking to add to their lead in Game 2.
Great
ICC
curveball.
able to win the first game in a walk-off. Another swing
Nice.
and a miss on the outside.
Nice curveball. She's standing on that edge right here. Hugo's having a hard time laying off of it. Let's see which the pitcher or the hitter one makes the adjustment. ICC infield's got to keep this. If it's ground ball, it's got to stay on the infield, doesn't get past them.
The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on the outside again. Ramsey gets her 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, erases the threat at second base, ends the 5th inning, and ICC will come up to bat with the top of the lineup. It'll be Fields, Snell, and Porter when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. ICC trailing 2-1. New pitcher in the circle for Bevill State. I'll let Coach tell us who that is.
It'll be number 5, Lane Stewart. She's 2-0 on the season. She has not given up an earned run. She's pitched 12 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And like I said, no runs allowed, no earned runs allowed so far on the young season here. It's going to be another tough matchup for the Indians.
So this is your leadoff batter for ICC. Top of the lineup, Victoria Field. She's 1 for 2 in this game with a triple and a run scored back in the first. She sees one floats in for strike 2 after swinging and missing on the first pitch. So Stewart coming in and quickly getting ahead of the batter here. 0-2. ICC down by 1, 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Needing to find a way to tie this game up before they run out of outs.
Dear Coach Harris, that's what you want to see out of Stewart, coming in here and attacking that strike zone.
That one moves across and stays away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Fields. We may have some other defensive substitutions for the Bears as well. We'll get those as we go along. The 1-2 pitch. Fields makes contact. Third baseman goes out, takes it when it probably should have allowed the shortstop to take that one, Coach. So would you call that, and what would you call there?
It's going to have to be a hit. Laying out and just goes off her glove right there. It's a hustle play that, yeah, you probably, in hindsight, she probably let it go through. But with a hustle play and off, you just got to give her a hit on that one, just laying out for it.
So ICC with the leadoff single, they've got a base runner on. This brings Grayson Snell to the plate. She's got a sac fly RBI and a single in this game, looking to continue her hot bat. She shows bunt, drops one down, it spins, call fair, throws down, and first baseman can't get it. It's going to go to third. It's another throwaway, and they're going to hold her up. So the bunt with a E. Help me out here.
All right.
Get out of the right ones. We've got 2 errors on this
it's
play.
It's going to be a bunt, and I don't know if you noticed it, but what threw off the catcher is she stepped on the bat and her foot slipped out from her, and the bat's not rolling, if it's laying there flat, it's part of the field. So it's going to be an E2 on the throw that allows the runner to get there, but then there's also going to be an E3 on the throw from first baseman that allowed our runner from first to go to second. So there's 2 E's on the play. So runners at second and third now for your Indians.
Big chance here.
No outs.
Maddie Porter at the plate. She looks at strike 1 over the outside corner. Porter's 1 for 2 in this game. She's got a single and a ground out, but a great opportunity here. She's been pacing and leading this team offensively in the early part of the season. No outs, runners on second and third. Chance to tie this up and take a lead here with 1 swing. The 0-1 pitch. She makes contact, floats this one out, and that's going to drop into right field. That's going to be 1 run. They're going to hold up Snell at third. So an RBI single for Porter ties the game up at 2 apiece.
Yes, and that's part of having runners at second, third, no outs. You got to make a decision how you want to play that. Bevill went infield in, and she just found the grass right over him. Outfield was too deep, infield was too far in. Now you got runners at first and third, and you got A.B. Marr tied with Porter with 6 home runs on the season. Porter's one of our faster runners, so I'd like to see her get in scoring position right here if she can with a stolen base.
Marler swings the first pitch, rolls it to the shortstop. She goes to second, and a throw down, and that's going to be a Little Caesars double play, 6-4-3, but a run does come in to score from Snell, so ICC takes the 3-2 lead.
Yep, so that's exactly what you want. You get runners at second and the third to start off the inning. You got to find a way to get both those on in. You don't want to hit a double play, but it happens. But, hey, we're ahead, 3-2. We'll take that.
So there's a strike in there to Kaylin Lynch, your catcher. She is 1 for 2 in this game, a single in the fourth and a ground out in the first.
She's had a really good day, some really good at-bats.
She looks at one up that she tries to get one ahead of and just drive deep, but just a little behind it, sends it into the visitor's dugout. But, man, had she timed that one right, she was going to lift that one deep out to left. So now an 0-2 count to Lynch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. ICC is now taking a 3-2 lead. That went away. Ball 1.
Got some more action going on down in the Bevill State bullpen. I believe it's Filler is throwing some through game one. She's warming up because, I mean, it's still a one-run game. I mean, we're in another barn burner.
Exactly.
Indians winning game one 2-1, and now they're ahead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Lynch makes contacts when this floats high. Everybody's running in. Second baseman floats back on the grass. And so that's going to be a pop out to end the inning, but not before ICC is able to grab 2 runs to take a lead here. We move to the top of the 6th. ICC leading 3-2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 6th after ICC has grabbed a 3-2 lead over the visiting Bevill Bears. Ramsey Montgomery continues in the circle for ICC. She throws a first pitch ball to, this should be Sarah Carter, your third baseman. She's got a strikeout and a walk in this game.
That was huge for the Indians to take the lead, but we've got to get back out here and play defense and pitch it because, like I said, we got 2, 3, and 4. The best hitters coming up for the Bears right here. Being the top of the 6th, they know this could be their last chance through as well.
Unfortunately, not called a strike for the Indians. Looked good from up here, but umpire says it's outside. So Ramsey falling behind 2-0 against the leadoff batter here in the 6th inning. Comes back inside. She makes contacts, floats it out to center field, and that's going to be caught under. So fly out to center with Dawsey making the play there.
Great job attacking strike zone because now the 2 runs that came in for Bevill State came off the bat right here. One, Isabella Billings with her 2-run homer in the first inning.
She had that big home run, later fouled out in foul territory, popped out into foul territory with Duhan making the play in the 4th inning.
Sun's starting to set here, and the wind's not near as brisk as it was. So got to make quality pitches right here. We do have a new first baseman you can see in the camera in for the Indians, but we have not got a number yet.
That is number 5, H.R. Grantham.
H.R. Grantham coming in. Defensive replacement.
The 1-0 pitch. That one still doesn't catch the corner. So now Ramsey falls behind another batter, 2-0. She looks in, prepares to deliver the 2-0 pitch. Goes inside, gets her swinging there, moves from the outside pitches to the inside pitch and gets her swinging for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch from Montgomery. On the outside corner, that's the one she's looking for.
That was a nice spot. Not near as clean a game this game. They've 3 errors, 2 errors last inning on the Bears on just 1 play, and then we've got 1 error as well. For the first game, no errors on either team.
So the 2-2 pitch, outside corner. It is off the plate. Home crowd wanted it, but it was not a strike. Billings had her shoulder started to move, but she had a good eye and held back on that one.
She sure did, because that was a quality pitch, and she just stood there and watched it. It was off the plate.
So the full count pitch. And the outside corner gets her looking. Billings thought she had it, but she quickly turns around and heads back to the dugout. So that is your 7th, number 7. Lucky number 7, Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day from Ramsey Montgomery.
This will be number 5. Will stay in the game to bat for Abigail Billingsley, this would be the one who came in to pitch, who is number Stewart, be for her first at bat of the day.
True, she came in relief pitching, and she'll get her first look at Ramsey. That pitch right on that corner where she's trying to gets her for strike one. Stewart steps back in, gets ready. The 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. ICC leading 3-2.
Indians chasing that ever elusive third out right here.
That pitch outside that she doesn't chase, evens the count 1-1.
We're going to find a way to get this out, get back in the dugout, see if we can find some of those Brandon Poland insurance runs. We know he's got some. We need some. Little insurance.
The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside. Gets her chasing one there.
I know these ball players are going to be tired after playing a doubleheader, but nobody's going to be more tired than that black Labrador retriever out there in center field chasing that tennis ball, whatever he's chasing. He's ran 150 sprints today at least.
He's getting a lot of exercise if you're watching our outfield camera. Outside pitch there. What do you think, Coach?
I'm going to say that's the same pitch that they took the last time right before the strikeout. It was a little bit down, It was on the plate, but I'm going to say that one's down. That's a good take, but that's a great pitcher's pitch.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the 6th. That one a little bit low and down, as you mentioned there, Coach. So full count.
Good at bat right here for Stewart. You know, coming off the bench, she pitched, but her first at bat, and you're facing one of the top pitchers in the MACCC in Ramsey Montgomery.
Full count, 2 out pitch here from Ramsey. So to make contact, she's going to lift it up. Green's going to move over toward the foul line, and she will catch her out in foul territory. And Bevill, will go down 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. ICC comes back to the plate. Looking to get some more of those Brandon Poland insurance runs. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC leading this second game of the day, 3-2. Looking to add on some Brandon Poland insurance runs here. Ella Duhan comes to the plate. She's 1 for 2 on this game. She makes quick contact on the first pitch, drives it, but it moves foul and bounces around in the visiting bullpen.
It sure did. That was a hard line drive she pulled. She's trying to jump on that first pitch right here. And like we said, we're trying to find that insurance run in the bottom of 6. No outs, need a lead off. Need just find some base runners again.
So Ella looks in. This is Stewart in the circle for Bevill. She makes contact. This one floats. Third baseman's going to drift back, and Carter's able to snag that one in. So pop out to the third baseman erases Duhan.
Tell you what, the Indians are having to play a totally different game than what we've been used to this year. It's good for us going forward, but, haven't hit any home runs so far and to manufacture runs really in a tight defensive game. You want your teams to be in these type games early in the season to learn from.
This brings Shands to the plate. She's a DP in this game. She swings on the first pitch, lifts it high out into center. Center fielder moves over, and Haynes catches that one to put Shands away on one pitch. ICC quickly down 2 outs here in the 6th.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Stewart's come in and done a really nice job since she's entered the game. She just didn't have a little bit of defense there that hurt her coming in. So and
pinch batter.
Luke Thomas is batting.
There you go. She's back in. She pinched hit in the first game. She steps in here to pinch hit for Green.
She took like a 4-pitch walk first at bat too. They didn't even pitch to her. See if she can get a hold of one. We know she does have power with 3 home runs on the season.
So she'll step in to face Stewart. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. ICC with a 3-2 lead over the visiting Bevill Bears. It's one of those slow floating balls, but it stays high for ball 1.
Yes, and this change is brought to you by Tupelo, Coca-Cola, and Bottling Works. I'm not a big Coke drinker, you know that? But I love a Mellow Yellow. And it's a Coke product. I just don't drink dark drinks. I like Coke products.
Right. That's fine. They have a lot of wonderful products that don't say Coca-Cola. That one fouls right back into your screen.
And another one that gets me, Powerade. Any flavor Powerade, I can suck them down.
Powerade.
Dasani water.
Gold Pike tea. Unsweetened. It's hard to find the unsweet. I have to map out my gas stations and find the unsweet. But we appreciate Mike Whitehurst and all the team there at Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works for all they do for ICC.
Yes, we do.
1-1 pitch. She grounds this one to shortstop. She bobbles that one, and that's going to be another E6. Billings just doesn't quite reel that one in smoothly there, Coach.
Yeah, she sit back on that. We've seen her make some outstanding plays all game, or both games today, but that one she just kind of sit back on, and, we've had some base runners come down between second and third. It's a little rough there, and that ball popped up and ate her a little bit.
So Green is going to check back in to pinch run
and we're going to have a pinch hitter as well. It'll be number 10 coming in to hit right here, which is Fisher Short. She'll be batting for Dicey in the 9-hole.
So substitutions all around for ICC, looking to add to their 3-2 lead here. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th with a runner on first. Fisher Short will step to the plate to face Stewart.
Short's from here in Fulton. I heard Gore tell on the last broadcast how old she made him feel. This kid I remember her coming to, she was old enough to come to the first age-wise softball camp. She was there.
So you should know that too.
She was there.
Some of those camps?
She was there. We were running them. Yep, she was there. When she was 6 years old and old enough to get there, she was coming to our camps and stuff all the way through. She was at camp. So living a dream, Fisher. Live the dream.
She makes contact on a 1-0 pitch to the third baseman, gloves it, throws to first, erases the opportunity for ICC to add their lead, but they'll go the top of the 7th with a 3-2 lead, seeing if they can close this out and get the sweep. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move the top of the 7th inning in Game 2 here in Fulton. ICC clinging to a 3-2 lead over the visiting Bevill Bears. ICC looking to get a 1-2-3 out here and get the sweep on the visitors from Alabama. Ramsey Montgomery in the circle for ICC. Delivers one on the outside to Townsend for ball 1.
Close pitch there, but yes, we are in the barn burn 3-2 game. So the Bears trying to find any way to get somebody on base, and the Indians trying to prevent any base runners and just go 3 up, 3 down and make it a lot easier on our coaching staff and our fans.
That 1-0 pitch catches the corner that Ramsey wants to get. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great job coming right right back in there and firing away. Make them hit their way to get on base. No freebies, and we've seen Ramsey not do that all day with just that one walk early in the first inning.
Townsend lifts one up. Porter gets under it, calls it off, and that's a quick first out pop out to shortstop for the first out of the 7th inning.
This will bring up number 28, Richardson, the catcher.
She's 0 for 2 in this game. She struck out looking to lead off the second and then flew out to center to end the 4th inning. Montgomery still working the circle, trying to get the complete game for ICC. She's got 7 Renaissance Bank strikeouts to only 1 walk so far today. Hard contact there, lifted to right field. Green's going to move over, and in foul territory, catches her out. So 2 quick outs for ICC, looking to get the sweep here.
Well, a pinch hitter coming up for the Bears to be number 24. I do not have a 24 on my roster, or
I do not either.
In either ones. I'm not sure where we're going here. Trying to do some deductive reasoning, as they
Billings,
would say.
not Richardson. Perhaps it's Morgan Turner, 23.
Or Lauralee Bennett, the third baseman, the 6. I don't. That could be.
Can't tell.
Wish we had it, but we do not have the roster.
Bevill did not
it's not on the
provide us.
roster, and it's not on. We don't have a lineup card, so we do the best we can.
Regardless, we've got 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Ramsey Montgomery looking to close this out and get a victory. Her first pitch to the batter, inside corner, called a ball.
Nice pitch.
Montgomery checks her wrist card. She's ready. Delivers a 1-0 pitch. This one outside and a little bit low. 2-0. If number 24 were to reach, then that would bring up Peyton Pike, who's on deck. But number 24 trying to keep the game alive here for Bevill. That one in, but low. Not sure how low, but 3-0 count now. This is not an umpire who's ready to go call this and ready to go home like we see sometimes, Coach.
No, he's making play out. He's called it consistent like he has all day, but we got to get right back in there and split the middle right here. She hits a solo. She's probably not swinging, though.
That one on the corner for a strike. Looked like she was taken all the way on a 3-0.
We do know this is her first at bat of today.
True.
We don't know who she is, but 3-1, yes. Indians trying to finish off a great day of softball.
That one hits the outside corner to push the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. High drama here. ICC with a 3-2 lead, trying to close this out and get a sweep over the visiting Bevill Bears. Montgomery gets ready to deliver. Swing and a miss. She gets her for strikeout. 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Ramsey. ICC with another 1-run victory. They get the sweep 2-1 and 3-2 over the visiting Bevill Bears. We'll take a quick break and come back with a Renaissance Bank post-game report. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC with two exciting victories here over the visiting Bevill State Bears. They win in a walk-off fashion in Game 1, 2-1. They win this Game 2, 3-2. And an exciting day here at the ballpark, Coach. Give me your thoughts on the two games combined.
Oh, outstanding. I mean, you got to win in different ways, and I know we've been playing the old school, what they used to call baseball, gorilla ball, hitting all those home runs, 25 home runs in just the first 12 games of the season. Didn't hit a home run all day today, either game. Winds blowing in. You got those conditions. You got some fields that are bigger than us. That's just part of it. You got to find a way to scrap. So I was really impressed with our pitching and defense and situational hitting. For a power hitting team, we only have one strikeout in each game. Outstanding. Lizzie Meeks coming off being MACCC Pitcher of the Week and National Pitcher of the Week goes out there, outstanding first game. Ramsey Montgomery comes out, outstanding. As long as you got that in the circle, you have a chance.
Absolutely. And great defense to back up those pitchers today, Coach. In two games, only one error. As a coach, I know you of this game for so long, you can appreciate how important that is to limit those errors, not allow the opponent to have free base runners and move around, and that's your pitcher's best friend. All right, Coach, we'll let you give us some final line stats on this Game 2 here over Bevill.
All right, some of your Samstown market stats of the game. Bevill did lead off the scoring there in the first inning with a walk and a two-run homer to have a 2-0 lead, but your Indians answer with one in the bottom of the first, and then pitchers do. Next three innings, we get all zeros, and then the bottom of the fifth, the Indians pick up two big runs, and they let that hold out. So the line score for Bevill will be 2 runs. 2 runs on 2 hits with 4 errors. Your Indians will have 3 runs on 7 hits and only that 1 error. The ICC overall record will go to 13-1, and Bevill will drop to 11-3 on the season. Winning pitcher for your Indians will be Ramsey Montgomery. She went 7 innings. She only gave up the 2 hits, 2 runs. Both of them were earned in the first inning, 1 base on balls, and 8 strikeouts. Losing pitcher will be Abigail Billings. Oh, check that. 4th inning, she came out. So it's going to be Lane Stewart's going to be a tough luck loser there. She did give up 2 runs, and both those were unearned with a few errors there on the Bears, but that is part of the game. But, yes, outstanding defensive performance by your Indians today, pitching performance, and just some timely hitting. So those are some of your stats from the game.
Wonderful. All right, thank you to Samstown for sponsoring those stats of the game, but also they are grateful to help us with our Samstown star of the game. I think we're pretty much in agreement on who that will be for this game, Coach, but I'll let you share that with our viewers.
Yes, we're going to have to go with Ramsey Montgomery. I know we did score 3 runs, and she went out there second batter of the game. She had her only walk of the game. Second batter of the game, she has a walk. That happens. Next batter ambushed the first pitch for a 2-run home run, and then that's it. They had nothing. They had one more hit the rest of the game, and she had 8 big Renaissance Bank strikeouts. So, I mean, you even said it, Michael, that it looks like she's struggling out there, and she had 5 strikeouts, and they're not getting any hits. They're not getting any base runners, but we're sitting there going, I guess because we're used to her just being so sharp, and maybe she was off just a little bit with her pitches, but outstanding performance. Some days you just you're not as sharp, but she just kept battling. She didn't walk anybody, and she didn't give up any hits, and she gave her team the opportunity to get back in it. And I'm so impressed with the Indians to fight like they did to get back in it. And it was tough. Bevill State has got a quality squad. They're going to win a lot of games like they've already won early in the season. So this is 2 wins we can build on as we're getting ready to go to Jackson State tomorrow to play.
Absolutely. The team all around can take a lot from these close victories to understand how to win those and stay in there and stay focused. And all kudos to Ramsey to not be rattled by that early walk and home run, to battle the whole way and to strike people out left and right, and the rest of the way just pitch her game and know that her defense behind her will take care of her, and to know that her offense will step up and get the run support she needed. So great team effort, and as you said, they're going to take a lot from these close games and be able to use those going forward, both over the next couple days and deep into when we start conference play here in a couple weeks.
You're exactly right. And so Ramsey Montgomery is our Samstown star of the game. And as we mentioned Tuesday of this week, that that Bevill State team went up to Jackson State and split. We played the Green Jays here. Beat them both games last Wednesday. Now we're headed to Jackson tomorrow. Quick turnaround. It's a 12 o'clock game because they do not have lights up there. So you got to start early before the daylight savings time hits. So we got to get up there early. So our kids got to get rested. They got to get on the bus early. They'll get there about 10:30 tomorrow and be ready to play. So it's a quick turnaround. So that mentally is going to be good for our team. But, yeah, play them Friday. Come back here, home field on Saturday against the school is just still relatively new to softball. They started their softball about 4 years ago. They're coming from Knoxville, I believe. They're at the school about 45 minutes up north playing on Saturday, and they'll be over here on Sunday playing Pillissippi State Community College. It'll be a 1-3 broadcast. Just check our website, our social media to see what we have. And then on Monday we'll be back here again with Columbia State for a 2-4 doubleheader with your Indians taking on Columbia State. Also, some other action we have just kicking off. We have women's basketball over here at the Davis Event Center. Coach Porter and her team are 9-2 in the conference. They're one game back. Two teams that play ahead of her with only one loss in the conference are playing each other at some point here in the next few days. So somebody's going to lose, and we're in that. So they'll be on the Let's Go ICC TV Red Channel with legendary SID Adam Gore and the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Ingram. So you can switch over there and catch that action. And then after the girls play, you'll have your men's with Coach Porter, who are 10-1 and leading the MACCC conference right now, trying to finish that out. And they have a one-game lead going in tonight, and they have a tiebreaker on the team that's right behind them. So they're trying to extend that. But you can catch that action. Also, we still have baseball going over at Roy Crescent Field over there, and that is on the Blue Channel, as they'll probably be getting ready for Game 2 here shortly, if not already. So you can check that out. Pick your poison on who you want to listen to. You got Dr. Boggs and Colin Mingo over there with baseball. And tomorrow on the road, our tennis teams will be in action in Meridian playing as well. And also tomorrow at home, we will have home baseball. Right now scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, depending on what happens. But like we said, you can catch all those. So get on Let's Go ICCT. I always want to say TV. I get that thing. But .com website or all of Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever we call it now. All those social media sites, because Adam Gore and his crew do an excellent job of keeping us posted on changes and anything going on.
They do indeed. Thank you for all those updates there, Coach, and letting everyone know all the ways they can find out the information on ICC. And we hope you will tune into some of the other broadcasts going on right now, whether it be baseball or basketball tonight. Tune in and watch a lot of these fine young student athletes who are representing ICC. So thank you, Coach, for being with me here in the booth today, the ICC Alumni and Foundation booth. For Cal Brown and Casey Smith, Coach Andy Kirk, I'm Michael Upton, thanking you for tuning in today to watch ICC get the 2-game sweep over Bevill State. So have a good night, and as always, Roll Tribe.